We have no time. The boat's coming. If the captain sees gunfire, he'll turn back for sure.
Hi guys, this is episode 21, The Pier, and this is the last chapter in this game. So we are going to
Let's go find him.
get the last 3 achievements in this chapter, and we're going to try to do it with a little bit of style here. So you just want to come around here, up and over. If you head on over to the left back here, you can pick up a second arrow for your bow, which is important because you only have the bow and arrow and your shotgun if you pick that up. So that's going to be good to have. Here is a first aid kit, so if you've used all your first aid kits and need one at this point to give to this last victim, you can pick it up right there. And then we're going to head up on top of this building. And head down here, and this is going to be victim number 20. And as soon as we give him this first aid kit, we're going to get the achievement Ultimate Rescuer for rescuing all 20 victims. First of all, we're going to pick up those painkillers, and then give him his first aid kit. And there's your achievement, Ultimate Rescuer. Alright. So, now, there are a bunch of enemies in this area, and their patterns are somewhat random. So the first thing we're going to do right here is take out this guy who comes around from that side. You want to be wary because it's possible that he'll have friends. Then you want to get down here, retrieve the arrow, and come around this hot dog stand. Oop, someone found his body. If you hear someone say, you know, let's get him, that kind of thing, that's generally not a good sign. Here comes another dude around to the right here. Okay, and we have dudes up to the front. Just want to kind of be careful here because we don't want to get flanked. Okay. So there was one other guy over on the right. There are a couple of dudes in the middle. Okay. Gonna head on over to the right. Oh, there is the guy that I want. Alright. Gonna switch to our shotgun here. Care of that guy. Okay. Take care of that guy. This guy is still pulling my focus right here. That's kind of an annoying little glitch. What on earth? So it was like that guy wasn't registering as dead. Okay. Coming around this way, and you just want to watch yourself. Because if people start to hear you, they'll come investigate. Okay. So that guy's usually over on the left. Thank you for bringing my arrow to me. There's still some guys up in the middle. So again, you just want to be careful. Okay. There are generally a couple of guys around to this left side. The one was the one that came over there. And now these guys are sort of in a searching pattern. Okay. Took them out. And then there should be a couple more guys, yep, up here. So we're going to take care of him. We're going to take care of him. And there will be a guy in some body armor. That is not him. Alright, so here's our body armor guy. Who knows where the heck he went? But you want to make sure to shoot him in the leg, the crotch, or some part of the pants. And that'll take him down. Okay. And so basically you want to sort of make sure you hide back in a spot, check your corners, use your arrows, use your bullets, pick up the bullets that the enemies drop so that you have some pistol shots. And this section isn't really all that terrible to take out as long as you are sort of luring people out one or two at a time. That body armor guy generally stands somewhere right around in here. Sometimes the enemies will not get as alerted as they were just then, and so they'll be sort of just standing around in sort of packs of 2 or 3, and you can pick them off that way, or you can pick them off as they come to check on the murdered bodies of their friends. And then you're just going to head on up here. Okay, and so now we just have a section where we're going to have to do a little bit of jumping and climbing and stuff, but nothing major. And we're going to be done with this level and with this game. That last section with all the enemies is sometimes just a little bit tricky because the enemies are not on as much of a pattern as they have been throughout the game. And so sometimes you'll you'll follow the exact same pattern of shooting guys, and they do something different, or they'll flank a different way. And so you just want to kind of be aware of that it's not always going to play out exactly the same way. But hopefully by this point, if you do happen to get surprised by a dude, you know, you can take a few shots, you'll have enough health items, and certainly enough retries if something goes wrong, that you should have no issue with getting through that ending section there. And so we're going to walk up here, and we should get 2 achievements as we finish up this game. Going to have a little bit more like cutscene stuff, some things that we can't really skip. Okay, and so there are 2 achievements, Do It Once and Survivor. I have heard that the Survivor one is a little bit glitchy, and sometimes it won't unlock even though you've done the whole thing on Survivor. That hasn't happened to me in the playthroughs that I've done to prepare for this guide, so I can't confirm or deny that. All I know is that it never really happened to me. Here you'll see sort of the final outcome. As I said, my recording messed up partway through this, and so I had to go back and replay a big section of the game, which was very frustrating for me, and I died a few times trying to make sure that my setup was the same as it was when I left off. So that was a little bit frustrating, but not too bad, and definitely not a problem with the game itself. You'll see that you got 100% completion, you helped all 20 victims, you get some extra points, right? So you get a plus sort of 10% for playing on Survivor mode, you get a plus 5% for not stealing resources from folks, and I assume that means the people that you could kill and then take their stuff, or that guy on the boat where you climb down the chain and you could take some of his stuff, but then if you wanted to take the other stuff, it would be sort of wrong because he was asking you not to take that. And then you also get a plus 5% for not eating any human flesh, which is the meat, which I did not use. So, there you have it. 100% completion, and actually a little bit more. I hope that you guys enjoyed this guide. I enjoyed making it. So this is an interesting little game. It, I think, truly is a survival game. Although, you know, it doesn't have the most sophisticated mechanics or system in the world. It works. You know, the sort of stamina versus health and stamina capacity versus how much stamina you're getting from items, trying to kind of manage that, trying to find stuff in the dusty little area, trying to, you know, find all of the victims and help them when you can. It truly does feel like sort of surviving in this post-apocalyptic world. I like the idea of not really having very many bullets throughout the game, but still being able to intimidate people even if you don't have a bullet. So, you know, the idea that the AI doesn't know you don't have a bullet in that gun, and so you might still be able to pull one over on them even though it's really just a bluff. You know what I mean? And some of those sort of knocking people back into the fire or off a cliff or something, environmental type kills, are pretty sweet when you are able to pull them off. It would have been nice if the combat system had been a little bit freer, you know, where you could actually swing your machete freely or something, instead of just going for these sort of animated type kills. So either you do an insta-kill or you have to go through a little animation and little quick time type thing in order to kill the person. It would have been nice to see a little bit better melee combat. And so it kind of made for a unique combat system, if nothing else. This is one of those games that if you're someone like me who really likes kind of digging into the sort of nitty-gritty details of the game and sort of learning about, you know, this is this enemy encounter, and there's going to be these many guys, and these are the weapons that they have, and I need to take this one out, and this one, and this one. It's just all very sort of strategic, and I kind of like that in a game. From time to time, you know, you want to be able to do something where there's this degree not only of, well, is it how fast I can pull my trigger versus how fast the AI is going to get its sights on me and kill me, but, you know, how can I outthink this situation? And I appreciated that about this game. And so I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions about this mode at all, put them in the comments below. I'd be happy to help you out, or chat about it, or rant about a frustrating section. I enjoyed making the guide. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next project.